Now, Iran will vote in what could be one of its most tumultuous and politically significant parliamentary election. Political pundits and the word on the ground suggesting that the conservatives are all set to win. But in a nation as layered as Iran, there might just be a twist in the tale. There are several reasons why this election is extremely significant. It is the first election after Donald Trump pulled out of the 2015 nuclear deal, the first since the hike in fuel prices, which led to massive protests and subsequently deaths as a result of the tensions. The first since the killing of top Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, and also the first since the downing of a Ukrainian aircraft. If Qasem Soleimani's killing gave the duo of Khamenei and Rouhani a rallying point for the country besieged by economic challenges, the downing of the Ukrainian jet once again brought to the fore the widespread disillusionment on the ground. In fact, the people seem so apathetic to the political process that reports suggest that this could be an election which witnesses a historically low turnout. A poll conducted by the University of Tehran suggesting that barely 25% voters say they will step out to vote. Other nationwide polls conducted by different agencies do not predict a turnout higher than 50%. The turnout was 62% in the 2016 parliamentary election, and 66% of the people voted in 2012. About 58 million Iranians are eligible to vote. It is not just the ordinary citizens, but even celebrity activists who are disenchanted with the electoral process and are calling for a boycott of the elections. Anti-headscarf campaigner Shafaq is one such activist who says she once believed in the potential for change on the ground, but seems to have lost hope.
We are right now, we are campaigning and we are asking people not to vote. I was, unfortunately, I was one of the women. I was one of the people who had some hope once, but after that we were just like choosing between bad and worse.
Iranian authorities will desperately hope for a high electoral turnout. The country's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has called for participation in Friday's poll as a religious duty. Experts say that if the turnout is low, the Conservatives will regain the parliament since its base will come out to vote. But if it is too low, the result could be taken as a vote of no confidence. As far as the sentiment on the ground is concerned, analysts say if the Conservatives can take power and appoint someone such as the former Tehran Mayor Mohammad Baqir Qalibaf as the Speaker, Rouhani can be kept in control in his final year of office before the fresh presidential elections. Having failed multiple times as a presidential candidate, the 58-year-old ambitious technocrat wants to use the parliament to relaunch his bid for power in the new era. The Conservatives are very hopeful about a result quite different from the one in 2016. In the last election, the Reformers group, led by Rouhani, swept the Tehran region, winning 30 out of 35 seats. This time around, in a sign of the way winds are blowing, the country's religious council, headed by Khamenei, has disqualified over 7,000 candidates, including credible figures such as Ali Motahari, Mahmoud Sadeghi and Molaverdi. Out of 15,000 candidates who had filed their applications, 7,296 have been disqualified, and finally 7,148 candidates will face the ballot test for 290 seats. The election will have no major influence on foreign affairs or on Iran's nuclear policy, for example, which is determined by the supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, whose hardline loyalists are likely to dominate the parliament.